Yes, I'm still alive, dodging missiles here in Dubai. Let me tell you why Bitcoin's not taking a premium because of this war. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm 555, barely staying alive in Dubai. Just kidding. It's fine here. There are some missiles dropping out of the sky because, they're shooting them down. But hey, that's what it is, right? I don't know, right? There could be there's some people out there thinking, this is all fake. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised if that's the case. All planned, all executed, part of a theater. Who knows? I don't know the truth. We'll probably never know the truth. I think that's probably closer to that than it is to power. The Iran's all of a sudden just evil and just doing bad things. Right? So there's a lot of questionable things whenever I look at this story between Iran and Israel and United States. It's a lot of things don't add up, but it is what it is, right? They're fighting, right? Or supposedly fighting. And let's see what happens next. Because honestly, right? We have no control over that. We just have to watch and see. Okay, with that said, I've got an interesting show for you guys today, right? We're going to be talking about this war premium. Does it really exist? Is there a war premium with Bitcoin? And obviously the answer is no. But you're like, wait a second, didn't Bitcoin go down then up? Let's talk about it in today's episode. Okay, so if you guys don't mind, if you hit the like and hit the subscribe button, it should be somewhere over here. And if you scroll down and you go to expand, you can see all the different links I have here. You're interested in some satoshis, right? For example, right? There's a link here to if you want to buy some tSAT, which is just Bitcoin linked on Solana. Just smart contracts, so I don't take any possession of any of your crypto. And of course, the news links. So let's go over the news links one by one. Let's start with this one. Gold, Bitcoin diverge as Iraq strikes, test safe haven narrative. Yes, well, we'll talk about that. When explosions lit up Tehran earlier Saturday morning, crypto markets did what they have increasingly done during geopolitical shocks. They sold off hard and fast. Bitcoin plunged 3.8% within hours, dropping below 64,000 to its lowest level since in weeks. Ethereum shed 4.5% across markets, roughly 128 billion in value evaporated before most Western traders had finished their morning coffee. Damn. What happened next revealed something fascinating about how different asset classes process the same information. Yes, well, it is what it is, right? Unlike traditional markets, crypto never sleeps. That proved to be both a curse and a blessing over the weekend. Initial sell-off was brutal but brief. When Iran confirmed the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, whatever, had been killed in opening strikes, Bitcoin reversed course violently, surging up from 64K to 68K in a matter of hours. Yeah. So basically, Bitcoin is super volatile, right, in this particular market. And that's just how it's going to be. And this is to your advantage. Don't treat it as a negative, treat it as an advantage, because people don't understand that Bitcoin is a safe haven yet. So effectively, you get to buy this at a discounted price. Right now, nobody's paying attention. My views are low. All my friends' views are low. Anybody talking about Bitcoins, their views are historically low. Why? It's because nobody's here. Everybody wants only up markets. They don't want down markets. And this is your advantage. This is where the Warren Buffetts of the world make money. This is where the poor lose money, period. So if you are part of the rich class, you're here. If you're part of the poor class, you're not here. Right? So that's how it works. Bitcoin as a digital gold, why safe haven thesis is being tested. Well, I don't think it's going to be tested, and it won't be tested for a long time because it's not safe haven because Bitcoin is too new. It is not fully battle tested. It is tested, but not fully battle tested. It will be battle tested when everyone realizes at the same time, oh my God, I have to get this. It's the only asset that's fixed in supply. I'm looking forward to that day where people come to me and say, did you know that it's fixed in supply? And no one could stop me from transfer? Yeah, dog. Yeah. Yeah, it's always been like that, man. You just weren't paying attention. Just weren't. You were just gone. We were listening to headlines of that it was a Ponzi scam. It had died. He never did the work to study what it is, right? How it works, right? How it was designed, how the communities work with it, and why it's never going to change the amount of Bitcoin that exists. Because of that, your value that you store in it will always eventually go up. Not always go up, meaning that in short terms, it will go down. But in the long run, it will go higher. And that's all that matters, right? Especially you guys who like to invest the long term, because most investors or most brokerage tell you to go invest for the long term, right? Don't worry about the noise. Well, the noise is only 1 year in Bitcoin. 1 year. After that, yes, it's volatile, but it's volatile onto the upside. After 1 year, which is this year, of downside. Boom. So now's the time to load up for that upside rally. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at our price action. Ooh, look at that. So because of this little bit of disturbance in the force, boom, we got stopped out, and yeah, it was the right thing to trade, but yeah, the war kind of collapsed our entry point. Brutal. Let's see here. Even if we were to we would not have gotten this. Even if we were to set our stop losses at our entry at the stop loss, it was not a. You could not have seen that one coming. It would have been. We would have gotten higher though, at least. Broken out because now we're broken out. Retested this flag, even though it has broken. Its general direction has now diminished, but it's creating a new flag here, as you can see, to replace the old one, which I would be careful with that at this point in time. And so, yeah, good chance that we are going higher, but I'm going to wait and see. Yeah, this is how trades are, right? Ethereum, same thing, right? Another flag here. So that means our target for Ethereum, at least. Let's just see here. Let's do our targets for Ethereum. If you guys are interested in trade this, it's approximately, this is a good place to buy, I guess, right here. It is right at the 200 period moving average. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get up to more 2100, right, ish in that area. Let's go back to Bitcoin and see where this could take us if we are to follow this bullish flag here. Well, there we go. We could end up, right at the 200 period moving average on the 4 hour. Not surprising because that's where price is is trying to get to for across the board here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Yep, there we go. Another 200 period moving average tick is coming, but it's a little bit. This is a little bit higher, so yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, wow, let's see here. It's not a. It's got to close above that. If we could close above, let's see here, around $91, $92, then yeah, we're gonna explode higher and try to catch silver a little bit. But silver is off to the races. Let's take a look at silver actually, because it is off to the races. It's at $95. It's come back after some brutal destruction as they tried to create a bearish situation, bearish flag. It just, the market said, how about no? And reversed on the banksters. So the banksters are not happy about this. You can see, we look at these parking garage. I drew them from way down here when we were like, and all these things are just beautiful support and resistance. And now look at that. We are above another, we're breaking through to another section of the, what's called the parking garages. And so for those of you who don't know what the parking garage is, basically you find the support and resistance and where markets tend to trade in chunks, especially when they're controlled and managed. Let me just see if I can. And so you can see that price moves in these chunks from time to time. So, and if you go to a smaller time frame, you'll see even the stops as this thing comes down, they will sometimes stop at a lower time frame at these levels here. So you'll see that at the lower time frames. Let's go down to the lower time frames and see how that is working out. You can see right here, lower time frames respected and broken, and then just to wipe out and scare out the people, and then boom, we off to the races, respected, and then we are now respecting it now that we're broken higher and closed a 4 hour candle above the 95.50-ish zone on silver. So looking forward to seeing what that translates into. Gold, wow. Almost a new all-time high. Won't be surprised if we make an all-time high because of the war premium. That's usually what happens with gold. And there's, just so you guys know, there's rumors of this going to be repriced sometime this year. So look out for that. All right, so gold gets its war premium, of course, and it doesn't mean that Bitcoin will ever never get a war premium. It will eventually, but not for a long time. It's just going to have to, wait until central banks start buying it. But then it's too late for them. So there'll be a new financial system in town, closing the central banks forever. And I'm looking forward to that day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.